Our top story today is the MacBook Air 13.6-inch with the M2 chip. Now the big question, is it better, faster, smarter? Absolutely. In every which way it is, but so much more comes in with it. The new design comes in. I think this is great. After years, the MacBook Air design has actually been upgraded. So whether you go with the 8-core or the 10-core CPU, GPU, efficiency in video editing, you can pretty much do everything on a thin, slim, portable laptop with great battery life, including the fact that even the display is fantastic. But the main question that comes in, and we'll try and answer this in a story maybe in a week or two from now. We will review the device, the MacBook Air today, is that should you buy the MacBook Air 2022 or buy the MacBook Pro 2022, because the price difference now is really, really small.
The Air laptop has always been the go-to device for any Apple user, which is why today we are reviewing the Apple MacBook Air M2. Does it get better, faster and smarter than this? Let's find out. The launch of Air M2 marks 14 years since the Air was first launched, and over the years the design philosophy of Apple has only changed thrice. Remarkably thin at 11mm, the design is obviously borrowed from the MacBook Pro lineup. Thinner and edgier, this weighs just 1.2 kgs, making it extremely portable. The corners that curve, replacing the iconic wedge shape with a parallel design and slimmer edges. But what's more exciting is the switch up to Apple's latest processor, the M2. Powered by Apple's latest processor, the M2 also powers the high-end 13-inch MacBook Pro 2022 model. The M2 comes loaded with 8-core CPU, 8-core GPU, 8GB unified memory and 256GB SSD storage, beating the 7-core GPU of the M1. This makes it 18% faster than M1 while consuming the same power. Functions like editing on Final Cut Pro is faster and smoother, leading to 15 times more efficiency. The unified memory for graphics can be extended to 24GB instead of the 16GB M1 was capable of. Apple has also loaded M2 with 100GB memory bandwidth, available in 4 colors: silver, space grey, midnight and starlight. Our review unit was a midnight color. Though it looks really premium, it is fast to get covered in fingerprint smudges. That is not easy to clean. A small word of advice here would be to choose your color wisely. The screen is a 13.6-inch 224 pixels with a 2560 into 1664 native resolution. The Liquid Retina display houses the 1080p webcam inside a notch on the top. Critics have been complaining of this feature, but to us, the upgrade in camera justifies the notch. At 500 nits of brightness, the screen is better than the M1 by 100 nits and supports 1 billion colors. The keyboard is the same as 14-inch MacBook Pro, which makes for a joy while typing. The keys are well spaced and have a decent travel. And if you are just upgrading to this system after a long haul, this is a feature you would definitely appreciate. Apple promises an 18-hour movie playback supported by the 52.6 watt-hour lithium polymer battery. The M2 has a 4-speaker sound system as compared to the stereo speakers of M1, and also gets ahead due to Apple's spatial audio technology, which is a real flex. The M2 has a 1080p FaceTime camera that knocks out the M1's 720p FaceTime camera. We tested the Air's 3-mic array with the new camera, and boy, it works like magic. We tested the product in and out. The MacBook Air M2 mimics the older MacBook Pro models in many aspects: design, functionality, even keyboards. The difference in usage is, however, not elaborate. Apple has always negotiated on these minute details ever since its inception. The 2 Thunderbolt ports, the high impedance headphone jack are the same, but they introduced MagSafe charging, which is great. But this model has no cooling system, which means the system will emit heat while performing high-end tasks. So while the M2 processor makes the device perform faster and smarter, there is not enough ground it covers. If you wanted a MacBook Pro for the price of MacBook with slightly better features, do go for this. It is available at the starting price of Rs 1,19,900 for the 8GB RAM plus 256GB storage model and can be upgraded with up to 24GB RAM and 2TB storage.